...2022 was a great year, but 2023 is about to be even better. 2022 was big, but in 2023, we going bigger. Okay? So let me tell you a little bit about how I plan to do that. In 2023, I'm definitely practicing gratitude. I take the time surrounding my birthday to really focus on gratitude. In 2023, it's a great time to be grateful for the year that we just had. And I know some people have lost loved ones. I know some people have lost jobs, and maybe your bank account doesn't look the way you want it to. Maybe you've lost love, but there are still some great things to be grateful for. You just got to dig deep. The older I get, I feel like the more grateful I am, the more that I want to do better, the more that I want to accomplish. And in preparing for the new year, definitely consider your short-term and your long-term goals. So short-term, what are some of the things that I want to accomplish this week, this month, this quarter? For me, I've got some YouTube quarterly goals. I would consider that short-term, but long-term, like in the span of the year, what are the things that you want to walk away with at the end of next year, knowing that they're different than going into the year? And then put a plan together to make sure that you can hold yourself accountable and to make sure you can achieve these things. I like to have accountability, so I like to tell people about my goals. And so the next time they see me, if they're like, hey, you look like you've accomplished that, I'm like, yeah, I did. And if they're like, hey, you look like you didn't accomplish that, I'm like, you know what, I didn't. Your community will make or break you. There's a saying that you are the 5 closest people to you. So think about it. Like, who are the 5 closest people to you? Maybe your boyfriend or significant other, your girlfriend, maybe your best friend, or 2 or 3, maybe your parents, maybe your siblings, maybe your co-workers that you're really close with, maybe your work husband or wife. It could be your business partner. It could be anybody. Think about the 5 closest people to you and think about their habits, how they're achieving their goals, if they're motivating you or if they're decreasing and deflating you. Like, what are they contributing to your life? Do you want your life to be like theirs, or are you sort of like, I'll pass? Well, reconsider who you have closest to you then. And those are the people who are really influencing your life. Another thing I'm trying to do is prioritize my self-care. Self-care is what means the most to you, and make sure that you nurture that so you feel good. You feel the most confident you can feel. I'm making sure I'm getting facials regularly because the girl is acne prone. Even in my 30s, it's ridiculous. I would have thought, that the acne would have been gone by now. I'm still having hyperpigmentation, bumps come up, it's ridiculous. So I just need to prioritize what I put into my body and what my body looks like. So one of my goals is just to be active again. And whether that's taking walks or that's picking up a spin class again, I need to be able to get active and get my body back to the way it feels comfortable for me. It's not a weight thing, it's a health thing. Skincare, making sure that I'm washing and cleansing my face, making sure I'm getting facials regularly. I love a good massage. I used to get them at least once a month. Getting back into that habit, getting my nails done, and all this stuff costs money, obviously. So I need to have my finances in order to pay for these things. So I gotta hustle, and I'm taking care of my finances. Like, I'm always checking my bank accounts. I'm always trying to be strategic and savvy with my money, with the little money I have, making it stretch. And living in LA, you gotta do that. I mean, sometimes you wanna floss and flaunt and look good, but also you gotta make sure you're not gonna be on the street. I like to know what my finances are doing, and a great way to do that is to create a budget. Check into financial advisors and budgets. There's so much information online, on YouTube. There's so many communities you can join where you could just get more information on getting your finances together in 2023. I think that's important because we don't know what's gonna come up. Staying organized. I mean, I think I'm a pretty organized person. Like, I have to be organized in my day-to-day job, so I have a lot of that organization done, like the way I organize my emails, files on my computer, the lists and the tasks that I have to accomplish, the way that's organized. Like, I'm pretty organized. My home, yeah, I used to leave a lot to be desired there. So in 2022, I spent some money and some time organizing myself. I have this heinous junk closet, It wasn't like that. It didn't start off that way, I promise. But I bought shelves. I bought like 2 shelves. I bought the cube ones, and like each cube drawer has its own purpose. And I really organized my closet. It'll alleviate a lot of stress, unnecessary stress. If you can easily find the documents that you need, if you can easily find the emails that you need, if you can easily just pinpoint exactly where it is, then it'll just take a lot of stress off of your day-to-day and off of your mind just by being a little more organized. Sometimes you gotta organize your schedule, making sure that you do certain things at a certain time, like say you wanna pay your bills all at the last week of the month. I like to pay my bills before they're due. So for me, like if I'm paying my rent, I feel good about knowing that the first is here and baby already paid, okay? It's already taken out, I don't have to worry about it. That alleviates a lot of stress for me, just being on top of things. And so organizing your schedule, like if you want to exercise, then know that maybe your mornings aren't the best time, so carve out that time in the evenings. For me, I have a voice lesson that I go to and I prioritize every week. I'm learning a new skill. In 2023, learning a new skill is really crucial because it's only gonna make you sharper, it's only gonna keep your mind sharper, and it's only gonna bring you some joy. I get a sense of joy and accomplishment knowing that I've learned something new. I bought this thing that I'm so excited about. My neighbors might mind, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, okay? And it doesn't have to be learning a new instrument. For you, it could be like learning a new language. I was obsessed with Paris this year, so I started picking up French because I was traveling to France. So like I was learning new language, and that just really refreshed a lot of the linguistic skills that I had from like being a writing tutor and from learning Spanish for over 6 years. Like it just brushed up some of those things, and it really felt good because all of that knowledge that I had deep down in there that I hadn't been using came to the surface, flooded up, and I was like, oh, language, I love you. Give me all the warm and fuzzies from all the languages I've taken. Me, I'm a Brittany. This year, one of my goals is to make sure that I'm nurturing the best relationships that I have. Like, I have a mentor for my job. She's great. She's encouraging, but she's also a stickler and holds me accountable to things. Like, she's not just gonna praise me and not let me know sometimes where I'm lacking and where I can like improve. She definitely gives me constructive criticism, and you need people like that who aren't just going to criticize you or talk mess about you behind your back or kick you when you're down. You need people who are also going to build you up but let you know when you're not doing your best, and then they can help you to achieve your best. Like they're not just there to tell you what you did wrong, but maybe how you can do things better. And amongst all of that, I'm always having grace for myself, and I'm being kind to myself because life is hard, and I like to remind myself where I've come from and how I've gotten here. That helps me sleep better at night, and it helps me get up the next day and continue to fight and continue to push towards my goals. I don't know. I'm nobody's guru. I'm just trying to live life the best way I can live it. But 2022 was such a brilliant, such a good, such a growth year for me. I challenged myself. I accepted challenges. I got knocked down. I had some really, really tough moments. I had some moments where I was like, look, do I just need to quit and go back to school? Do I just need to go to grad school? I don't even want to go to grad school because that looks like too much work for no money. But there were moments where I just wanted to give up, throw in the towel, but I'm glad I didn't. I overcame. I succeeded. I didn't always feel the best, but I did it. Thanks for listening to my Brit talk. I'm gonna go ahead and skedaddle and make 2022 the best it can be while I still have it. And I look forward to 2023 because it's about to be BAM!